Hello everybody, it's Epiostastic, back at you with another video. But Mr. Epiostastic, sir, we didn't know you had another video. Well, you see, you're talking to yourself, no one's actually watching your videos. You should quit while yeah. Anyway, moving away from my personal dread and deprecation, let's talk about a good game, Dragon Ball Fighterz. Yes, it's a very good game. Best basketball game of 2018 even. Michael Jordan's rolling in his grave, wishing he could have dunked like Android 16. So Dragon Ball FighterZ is a good game, yeah. Solid mechanics, solid graphics. Damn, it's good graphically in pixels. It's like I'm playing the anime. Looks even better than the anime. Back to the solids. Solid online? Solid online? But just because something works and it's good doesn't mean it can't be improved. How can you improve a fighting game? Yes, that's right. Non-existent audience. Please, I need self-insurance. The roster. Let's be honest here, the roster of Dragon Ball FighterZ is pretty bland. I'm running out of fingers to count the amount of Gokus in the roster. We need some diversity up in here. It's 2018, Namco and Arc System Works. We need some quotas. Make everything fair. We need some gender and race segregate. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is this roster needs some spicing up. Kind of like that Jon Favreau movie where he was all like, screw Marvel and Disney. I want to be a chef and marinate the slab of meat for 24 hours. Let's get obscure and use this game to actually celebrate the Dragon Ball franchise. I don't need two otherworldly power characters duking it out. No, I want to see Bulma kicking the shit out of Goku. Yes, Bulma. She makes the Prince of Science quiver in his battlesuit. I mean, come on. I'll give you a bunch more. Chi-Chi. I want to redo her first fight with Goku from the OG series, but this time beat the Saiyan balls out of Goku. She could have a similar setup to Kushina, Naruto's mom in Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm. You know, she'll be wielding frying pans, rolling pins, but of course incorporate her martial arts training and maybe even reference her weird boomerang hat. Then of course her dramatic finisher is forcing Gohan to study more, because you gotta be that scholar, Gohan, you know. Forget Cell. Forget that the world's gonna end. Forget that your dad's gonna get killed by Frieza and... What else? Dragon Ball FighterZ is sorely lacking giant tank characters. Bring in Ox King. He's like one of the biggest characters in the franchise. He's one of the fiercest warriors in Dragon Ball, especially the OG series. His fighting style could revolve around him wielding his axe and incorporate how much he eats into his fighting style. I mean, the dude could take on a tank head on and not be phased, so there's no reason not to add him. All of his strengths and feats is all thanks to Muten Roshi, of course. Speaking of Muten Roshi, where the hell is he? He used to be the strongest martial artist on Earth back in the day, and the creator of the Kamehameha. He's begging to be added to the roster. Then be Jackie Chun as an alternate costume, which Dragon Ball FighterZ is also sorely lacking. I mean, you can't choose costumes. What kind of fighting game is this? Damn it, I miss you, Marvel. Going back to Muten Roshi, super could be him looking at a dirty magazine that his opponent getting blasted away by the impact of his nosebleed. Bring in Mr. Popo, and Kami-sama as a duo character similar to Phoenix Wright in MVC3, where Mai is a core part of his moveset. It could be heavy counter character since in the anime you hardly see them fight. Especially when they were training Goku, it was just them mainly avoiding Goku's attacks. Dragon Ball FighterZ needs more of this fan service, I feel, if it wants to stay relevant even longer and remain a staple of pop and fighting game culture. We all know Marvel vs. Capcom has lost its way, of putting it kind of lightly. So it's time for Dragon Ball FighterZ to take its place and bring in more weird finishers and even more obscure characters. I'm looking at you, Kaio-sama, and Bubbles, and maybe even Gregory. All Dragon Ball FighterZ needs to ascend past greatness and achieve god-tier status is not take itself too seriously. The foundation is there, now let's build this quirky house and actually celebrate the long, rich history of Dragon Ball, instead of just relegating classic characters to chibi lobby avatars in one of the worst UI decisions in gaming. Who said that a lobby area is a good substitute for actual menus? Anyways, all I really want to see is Dragon Ball FighterZ become MVC, Marvel vs. Capcom, because it leaves a big gaping hole in my heart.
God, he's stealing all the burgers! Why, you little... I touch you! Ow! Ow!
It's all just an act.
Stop! Stop! He's already dead.
No! I gotta get him!
Capcom presents
Please look at my medical alert bracelet. Oh.